All right, Jeff, our final show of the week and a really big one.
Yeah. This is there's some hefty material that is being provided today.
Yeah, I mean we're talking fat names. We're talking Sabado Gigante,
Yeah.
late '80s, early '90s Hispanic variety show.
Yeah.
I
How many
don't
seasons did that puppy go?
Sabado Gigante. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Hold on.
About two, three.
Sabado Gigante. I mean, there's got to be some information, right? Sabado Gigante. Let's see. There it is. It started in '62. Obviously, they rebooted it.
Right. Okay.
We had a reboot of Gigante from '86 to '88.
Oh, and even a fresher reboot.
In '88 to '91. Then they went from '91 to '15 with Javier Romero.
Wow. Okay.
So Sabado Gigante, I got to be honest with you.
Hefty stuff.
That's some hefty stuff. So I guess Don Francisco is the guy's name. We're also going to talk about large women, large men and large women, and why nobody has won Guess the Lips this week.
I think because I had given you a Guess the Lips, and it was Winslow, it was too simple, and you didn't like that it was too easy, right?
I thought it was. Maybe I was wrong.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I think a couple people were kind of picking up on the Winslow, so I said I need to step this one up. And it's been a tough ride for people to figure out who the lips are right on the page there.
Yeah, you know what it is? I think that, people are maybe looking at the hue of the lips instead of looking at the bigger picture. Sometimes I include a mustache. Sometimes I don't know.
It's a tough stash to guess. It's not an easy stash to figure out for sure.
I'm trying to think of like a known set, like Saddam Hussein. He had a mustache that you know.
Right.
I'm trying
to make it.
Hulk Hogan.
The most famous mustache.
You would never, no matter what lips I put up there, if I put that, you would know that was Hulk Hogan.
Right.
I think that this particular mustache, and is there a reason that you chose this person?
I was watching a certain television channel.
Okay.
I was flipping through.
Okay.
And it's called Clio TV.
Okay, Clio TV. There's a hint for Guess the Lips. Okay, you were watching Clio TV.
And this show came across, and it's, it was a show that I enjoyed. A lot of people enjoyed back in the day. And
I was 50-50 on it, but okay. All right.
Yeah. It was the time.
Yep.
And this man was on the show, and he was a quality character actor for what he did.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that, because I'm trying to think, like, did this guy do anything else? We're talking about our person that's on Guess the Lips. Is he known, or has he done anything else? What's up, Dane? What's up, Daddy Jeff?
I got to be honest with you. I didn't make it a point to follow his career.
Okay,
because after that was all said and done, I wasn't sure. I'm sure that there had to be some other,
Okay, so I'm looking at this man's. This is who we're talking about. No.
Yes.
That's okay. This is what we're talking about, right? Right. Okay. I just had to look. Oh, right there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're just tuning in, welcome. We got a big show. This is our final show of the week. We're going to talk Sabado Gigante. We're talking lips. We're talking, large men and women, fat names, as it were. Nobody's gotten Guess the Lips, so make sure you're sharing, liking.
Wow. I gotta tell you, he's had a pretty okay, hanging in there.
You mean a career?
Yeah, it's just all right. Some shows there. It's not like it was. He didn't like the role.
Does this show surprise you?
Yes,
do you remember him from this show?
I do now. Now that the more I think about it.
So, because I can't say this show, because I think, was he the only...
Right, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so if you're just tuning in, make sure you're liking, make sure you're sharing. We appreciate all the support. This is our final show of the week. Lots of stuff to talk about. So I'm going to leave it up to you. But again, we will also get in and maybe give you some hints about the lips, because we haven't had a winner for those lips. What were the lips that I put up? Let me pull them up here. Not today's lips, but we were looking at. We didn't get a winner for earlier this week's lips, and I'm really like. And yes, we will get to football. I'll tell you when,
Yes.
Daddy Jeff.
Hang in there, Daddy Jeff.
Hang in there.
We had JTT.
Jonathan Taylor. Did somebody get JTT or did they not? Hold on. Let me just take a peek. I will also tell you the hospital stuff. I'm doing fine. Was it JTT that no one? I feel like someone got JTT.
Okay.
I guess this was the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah,
Nobody got it. What's up,
Sue?
Sue?
Iconic star of the 90s. You walked into a Walgreens, he was on every magazine.
He was.
He was. Tiger Beat, J16. Yeah, I mean, you name it.
Now,
was on the
was it
magazine.
J16 or J17?
It was J16.
So what was the 17 magazine? Do you remember?
That was a whole separate magazine where it said the word 17. So that was a whole different thing, 17 magazine.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
there were many.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas, so that was the lips. Nobody got those. So then I figured, let's put up a pair. I didn't like the Reginald Bell Johnson thing. Jeff, you really stumped. I will say this. I mean, if I give a hint, I'll say more of a TV than a movie career, but I don't even know if I could say that looking at his resume.
What he's known for is the TV show.
You know what? I'll say this. He starred in his own sitcom. That will be the one hint.
Didn't make it.
The sitcom didn't make it.
Yeah.
But he had his own sitcom. So those are the lips and Guess Away. But I wanted to start off today, Jeff, because we were talking before the show started. There are just some names that just connote fat, right? Is it? Would you agree with that? Disagree?
Are you saying, like, if I said to you, hey, I know this woman, Tammy, you would go, yeah, cake eater.
Tammy loves cake.
Right.
Okay, Tammy's the lady
Right.
that is always at the office birthday party, even if she doesn't know you.
Right.
Yes, Tammy.
She has no problem getting the cake, and she is a little Debbie fiend. Okay.
Yeah, another one. I'll give you another example. We're talking about fat men and women's names. All right. Have you ever seen a skinny Wilbur?
I got to tell you that I did. And
get out, dude. Come on.
Listen. I'm going to tell you this story. Okay.
Okay. All right.
This happened, I think, last week.
Come on.
I was talking to Mikey Champion.
Okay.
And it was in the morning, whatever it was about, the wrestling stuff.
Okay.
And I was watching The Price. The Price is Right.
The Price is Right. Okay.
And I told him that I was stunned because there was a guy that got called on down, and his name was Wilbur Wong.
Willie Wong?
And I couldn't believe that there was a Wong named Wilbur, and it really, really threw me off, and I couldn't believe it.
Was he Chinese? Wilbur Wong?
No. You know a lot of white people, last name Wong?
No, that's why.
Okay, yes, he was Chinese.
Okay, all right. I was just so was Wilbur? Well, I guess he was Chinese, so I guess he was a little thinner then.
Yeah, he was a little bit thinner. Yeah, he wasn't a Kim Jong-un or any of that Asian, chunky, anything like that. No.
So, it makes me think of, and I have a list of men and women. I don't know if I agree with all of these, but I'm gonna start off here. What do you think about a fat Janice?
Whenever you say Janice, I go back to The Sopranos, and I go to his sister, to Tony's sister, Janice.
Yeah.
And that's where my head stays with the Janice.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was Laotian. Wilbur Wong was Laotian. I don't know if that. I mean, if you know that, that's sick. The only Wilbur I know is
not Laotian. I was watching it, Mike. You weren't watching it.
Wilbur. Maybe I can Google him. Wilbur Wong.
Price is Right. He was full Chinese.
He was 100% Chinese.
He looked full Chinese to me.
Wilbur's Exciting Prices. Is this him?
No, this can't. That looks like 100 years old.
That's what I'm saying. I'm awesome. Okay, hold on. Wilbur Wong. Price is Right. Hold on. Are you sure?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Unless they were rerunning an old one, but see,
Okay.
Drew, this wasn't Fat Drew.
This wasn't Fat Drew.
These are new episodes.
Okay, so Wilbur's excited.
Maybe
this isn't it.
You have it spelled with an E.
Oh, Wilbur,
Right.
B-U-R. Okay, so let's go to videos. We're looking for a fat Wilbur here, everyone. We're thinking about the Chinese-born engineer who... No, this isn't him.
I'm sure it's a hard find.
This has got to be tough. Not a lot of people are Googling Wilbur Wong television appearances.
There's one.
Okay. What's up, Kim? Let's see. Wilbur is a large and in charge of the name. Yep. What's up, Kim? I appreciate it. And by the way, everyone who's watching, shout out to our friends at PCHO and Upstate Pro Wrestling. Tomorrow, the Brawl at the Mall?
Tomorrow, Brawl at the Mall. Friday. It's all going down. Friday the 13th, man.
And we're going to be doing like a 50-50, and half the money goes to our good friends at PCHO. So make sure you're sharing this video. But I really am curious as to, I wanted to get into this fat names because it will lead us into Sábado Domingo.
Right.
This show. Let me ask you, what do you think about... Wait, I have it right here. Oh, okay. What do you think about the name Bernice?
Is Bernice just like an old lady,
I'm going to throw this out there. Bernice was in Dodgeball.
Okay.
And Bernice was the big, hefty woman who looked like a beaver. She was taking beaver tranquilizer.
Right. Yeah. But, Bernice, to me, I think, old lady at the home.
Okay, so Bernice to you is more of an older
still has her
name.
wits about her, but the kids don't want to deal with her anymore, and nobody wants to take her on, so they drop off Bernice. All right? And that's just what I think.
Okay, all right, so you disagree. All right, so we got Janice, Wilbur. Okay, Wilbur can't be a fat. Okay, what do you think about the name Tori? Fat names.
It's
Tori.
Not. It's like a porn star name.
You think so? Because there's another porn, and I know where you're going to go with this.
Well, Bella, yeah.
Okay, but isn't Bella thicker? Belladonna? Isn't she thicker?
She's wide open from the back.
That's right.
That was kind of her shtick, Belladonna. So,
But I'm just trying to think of just names. Like, for example, I'll tell you what.
Like a Doug.
Oh, that's a good
Dougs
one.
are always kind of chunky.
Dougs are kind of fat.
You
know what?
Former Eagles coach Doug Peterson, a little bit on the chunky side. All right.
Well, then if you're going that way, Andy's. Have you ever met a skinny, svelte Andy?
That's kind of hard to think about. And when you have to think about it, it's a fat name.
It's a fat name, right?
So when you
have to think, it's fat.
Right. If you got to think, it's fat.
Gussie.
Knew a Gus.
You knew a Gus.
Didn't call him Gussie.
Okay, Gussie.
But knew a Gus.
Okay.
Gussie, maybe, if you start out as Gus.
Okay.
But then when you morph to Gussie is when you've crossed the line to Destination XL.
So so you think you could potentially be a skinny Gus, however,
right.
When someone says that's Gussie,
right,
you're a fat ass.
You've eaten enough goddamn manicottis for 10 people. Right.
Okay,
right.
Now see, Andrew Christensen, now he says he's an Andy, but he's not fat. Now see, and Andrew's not an Andy. Would you agree with that?
No, you're not. You're an Andrew. If you were an Andy, I'd be reading it on your Facebook. So how about you man
pipe
up,
down.
Be an Andy.
Earl sounds like big belly. An Earl. This is a tough one, because I could go either way on Earl.
Okay.
Because we call James Earl Jones the Earl. He's big.
Okay. He is.
But my name is Earl. That guy, skinny.
Yeah. But, but that's the point. It's like you think of it immediately, and you think Earl, and you're just looking at the Earl. He's the postman. Earl. He's the chunky postman. Okay?
All right.
Who can no longer, handle the roots, so they stick them inside. So when you go into the post office, nobody...
Earl is sitting down.
Earl sits. While Bernice stands, Earl sits.
So Earl sits.
Earl has the chair.
Well,
and the chair smells bad, too.
We're talking about fat names for men and women. a Helga. When I say Helga, what does that say to you? Like I said, Gus, Gussie. Like, how do you feel about Helga?
A house coat and slippers. You see what I'm saying?
Do you see Moo Moo?
I do. I do see Moo Moo. You can hide underneath it, and then every once in about 3 or 4 months, people feel bad for Helga, so they take her for a makeover.
Right.
Right. Hey, Helga, you want to go get your hair done, Helg? You know, and they take Helg, and she goes to Fantastic Sam's and gets her hair done.
So then, I had a friend I grew up with, and I'm not going to tell you if he was fat or skinny. I'm just going to say a name. I want your reaction. Rupert.
Yes.
A big fat ass.
Oh, Rupe's a pig.
Rupe is a big fat pig,
and everybody knows it too.
Is it any form of Rupert or like Rube? And I'll say this, in the media where we're from, there's this guy named Rube. He's a big fat ass. It's Rube's Takes. Rube.
What about Reuben Studdard? When your name's a sandwich, you're screwed. Okay.
You know what? You're right. Reuben Studdard.
Your name's
Reuben
a sandwich.
Frank.
Right.
Right, that's like, why don't you name yourself Grilled Cheese?
You're right. So everybody, then you sit down to lunch, and then everybody goes, well, let me guess what you're going to have. You're always, and I love a Reuben, but you're always synonymous with the sandwich. There's nothing you could do.
What's going on, El Jefe? What's going on, Joanne? We're talking about fat names. People are having a lot of trouble with Guess the Lips.
This is a tough one.
It's a tough one, and so we figured that maybe we'd help you out. This person is not fat, but I'm just throwing some names out there. Maybe, I'll give you one. I'll give you one. Dick.
No,
Dick.
I think there's enough dicks around that we, Dick Butkus, God rest his soul, he just passed, didn't make it. So he was a football player,
Well,
Dick Tracy.
Well, I was going to say you have Dick Tracy, you have Dick Van Dyke.
Van Dyke, yeah. I mean, my God, he's a bag of bones.
He is a bag of bones, right?
He's on the death pool.
Right. No. He is Ricky Ricardo I think Dick I think Dick can be tricky because there can be some fat dicks, but I think by and large, they're more tall, they're more skinny.
Yes, that's what I see. Tall, skinny dicks. Yeah.
I agree with you. I will say this, though. And I don't know if I like this comment. When you hear the name and try to not let your personal opinions get in. Frasier. And I'll say this. Forget even Crane. There's a deck stew on Below Deck named Frasier. Okay. Is that a fat name? What kind of name is that to you? Kid that sits at the front of the bus. It is what it is. And by the way, he looks horrendous on that show. Have you seen some of the previews? Yeah, I've watched them all. I can't wait, for tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be a big day for at least this guy because tomorrow is the series premiere of Frasier on Paramount Plus.
You know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to add him to my death pool just to jinx him.
Kelsey?
Okay? Kelsey's.
You're going to add Kelsey Grammer to the death pool?
I know. What was the preview? He was just walking around and they're like, oh, you're Frasier. Oh, my God, you're Frasier.
Right. And here's the thing. You're not known in Boston. There is some unbelievability to this show where he was a famous talk show host in Seattle. You cannot then say that you're known in Boston. You see what I'm saying? I don't like it. I don't like the Sun.
So are we still playing the radio thing, or is he playing the everybody knows him as Frasier thing?
Okay, so
because he was on the show. What's the game?
From what I believe, he is a professor now, but he is known from his radio stardom.
Okay, not the TV show. Radio stardom.
The radio stardom. So his character.
Okay.
Because then I could turn around to you and I could say, Kelsey, fat name, yes or no, but that's a man and a woman's name. So do you have a fat Kelsey? Kelsey to me is a man, that's a bald name, not a fat name.
Okay, but if he was just on in Seattle, he wasn't national, was he?
He wasn't.
So how would somebody in Boston know somebody on the radio in Seattle as a young kid? Going to school.
There's a lot of plot twist in this Frasier thing.
Yeah,
I don't like.
I'm sure it's edgy.
I'm going to be honest with you. His son, I do not like the role that the son has in this.
Okay.
I feel like the son's going to try to steal the shine. I don't like when you steal shine. I don't like when you act like you're better than a 124 Emmy Award winning Hollywood Walk of Fame beloved actor. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. I just don't feel about
it. From the previews, he's a tough look, Frasier. I got to tell you,
he's gotten old. Well, he was born in 1948. He's fucking old, man.
Okay, all right.
I mean, he's old.
Do you know that he was in, when I was, over the summer when I was in Jersey, that he was at like a local bar just pouring shots and giving people beers and stuff?
Kelsey?
Yes.
He was at a bar?
I guess
what bar was he at?
I guess his buddy that he knows owns a bar out there, so every once in a while he'll pop in and bartend.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
In where?
In Jersey.
So Kelsey Grammer just rolls up.
Rolls into Jersey. I guess it's his buddy, and he pumps up every once in a while and pours shots and stuff.
The guy still uses his Cheers persona. Sad. That's not true.
No,
but that's
true.
not true. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. He had what? Again, I'm not going to let you guys shit talk something that you know nothing about. If you want to educate yourself, Steve, call me. Jeff, want to watch it? Call me. Until then, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. There's art. Fat name. Think about this. Sherman.
You know, I don't know too many Shermans to even consider them, the fat names or not. I don't have enough of a Rolodex of Shermans to give you an answer.
Let me give you this. Sherman Klump.
Okay, but you can't just give me a fake character.
Well,
I need real life Sherman.
Well, there's a radio guy named Sherman in Chicago,
and he's a hunk. He's in shape.
Sherman Hemsley.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So he's fine.
But to me, when I think the name Sherman, I think big fat ass.
Didn't we have a Sherman on the show? Remember the truck driving guy? What was his name?
Oh, Semi Sherwood.
Sherwood.
Sherwood. Okay. You know what? That actually, I totally forgot about that. Sherwood. There's a perfect example. I think that's a big fat country bumpkin.
No, that's a Southern black man that likes boysenberry. Okay.
Wasn't there a show with a large black man named Sherman? Oh, yeah. Wait. A large black man named Sherman who was the star on television? I believe you're talking about
the movie.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about? I don't see. This is the thing. When you have it, these names are all fucked up to me. I think. Oh, that's right. No, it's the Nutty Professor. Sherman.
Right.
Sherman.
Right.
Hercules.
Yes.
You're okay. All right. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I only know one sexy and skinny woman by this name. The rest, fat. Ready for this? I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna upset you. Vanna.
I don't know any other Vannas. That's it. One Vanna. There's no other Vanna, is there? Is there another Vanna?
I know a few.
I don't know any other Vannas.
I know a Vanna.
Well, you can't.
Vanna Hargrave.
But you can't be a chunky Vanna.
You're
not allowed.
Here's the thing.
When you have the name, it's just that's it.
You can't say that because again, for example, Pat Sajak. Here's the thing. He might be a svelte guy, but there's a lot of fat Pats. I mean, we had It's Pat for fuck's sake.
Yeah, well, yeah, It's Pat sightings. I used to do those on the show, but you had It's Pat, yeah. But, a character, and I'm looking up Vannas here. I mean,
think of just different Vannas.
Vanna Bonta, she was a poet. I mean, Vanna Brogio, she was an Italian singer, television personality.
Okay, if you're an Italian singer, she's probably large.
Vanna Rosenberg, okay, she was a Swedish singer. See, that's the problem. There's not enough Vannas going around. Quality name, by the way.
It's a good name, but I will tell you every Vanna that I've met, I've only met about 3. They've all been fat. I mean, this is a great one, Chastity. You can't find a skinny Chastity, can you? Is it
Chastity Bono or Chastity?
It's Chaz now, but the name. Oh wait,
it was Chastity.
It was Chastity,
right?
But is there a skinny Chastity?
No, and Chastity just decided, take a look. I'm going Chaz. I need, I go Chaz. You can't pick on me, right?
You know what? I haven't seen Chaz in a while. I'd like to check in, see how he's doing.
All right. Wow.
I got to tell you, it looks good. I got to tell you, this is a quality Chastity / Chaz.
Wow, that's...
He stars as Puppy in a movie called Bury the Bride.
Listen, I've seen some transitions.
Me too.
I got to tell you. This is one quality transition.
Isn't this a good transition, though?
Like, you wouldn't know the difference.
Like, if you were to look at Chaz, and I were to show you Chaz's baby picture as Chastity, you would never know. The beard is better than ours.
I am so jealous.
The hair, better than ours. Chaz Bono looks fabulous.
Chaz is one stunning man.
He's very, very...
Just look at the cheekbones.
You know what? Let's go through some Chaz pictures.
Wow.
I mean, there was obviously weight loss. Let me see here. Let's just see what... Okay, look at this. I mean,
Wow.
This is... Look at this. He looks gruff. He looks like
he looks... You know what he looks like? He looks like an early 2000s... maybe 2010s, kind of soft rock band.
Like Smash Mouth?
Like he could be in like Lifehouse.
Oh, what's up, Chris? Good to see you too, buddy. Lifehouse.
See what I'm saying? He looks like you would be like a
bass guitarist in Live.
And Lifehouse, and he's just singing "Hanging by a Moment," and you're just loving it.
Because here you go. Look, there's Chaz in the early aughts. Here's Chaz now. Chaz, I think. Call me crazy. Chaz Bono, as like a fine wine, as he ages.
Gotta tell you.
Looks great.
I think Chaz made the right call there. I gotta tell you.
Look at the bod here.
That's what boobs off?
Well, I want to see boobs off. This is boobs off, Chaz. We're looking at Chaz Bono here. We started off talking about fat names.
Looks better than me and you.
Okay, now here's the thing. There is some scarring.
That's fine.
But I got to tell you.
You can fix that over time.
Look at the muscles.
Look at the guns.
Look at these guns.
Crap.
Look at the leg muscles. The chiseled jawline.
Right.
The perfect hairline. And by the way, I'm on Getty Images. I can get a picture. Why does it always take me to these websites of Chaz Bono shirtless? For $499 goddamn dollars.
You know what? I would spend that just for the motivation.
If Chaz Bono can look like, but see, I don't.
You're focused too much on the scarring on the underneath. You got to move on from that.
Okay,
that can be worked and fixed and repaired.
Okay, but I'm looking down, and what's going on, Courtney? Thanks for checking us out. How are you? My question is, when it comes, and what's up, Blaze? How you doing? When it comes to, I'm looking at this bathing suit. Is it full?
Look.
Is it full? We're talking Chaz Bono for a minute.
Listen, here. I got to tell you, something tells me it's full.
Let me see if I can do a zoom here.
Something tells me it's full.
Let me tell you. I just want to see if I could zoom here. This Chaz Bono picture. Here we go. Hold on. All right. Does it look full?
It looks full.
You think so?
Yeah. I'm pretty shocked by it.
You know what else? Is a fat name? And hear me out. Have you ever met a not fat Brendan? Think about it. Think about Brendan's. Because again, and by the way, Chastity Bono looks fabulous. You should absolutely check him out with his shirt off. $500 picture, totally worth it if you have the money.
The only one, and I've met a couple of Brendans. The only Brendan that wasn't fat was, if you remember from Traverse City, Twink.
Oh, so okay, fat or twink. That's right. Okay. So you're either fat or you're a twink.
That's it. That's just how it works with the name Brendan.
With the name Brendan, because there's Brendan Fraser, right?
Big pig.
Total pig, fat.
Right.
The Whale. You made The Whale. Worst fucking movie of all time. Fatty.
I know a Brendan from St. Pete, Florida.
Twink or fat? Fat. Okay. Brendan, the radio, which by the way, I've been watching that station from afar. That he's really coming to his own as far as like twinking is concerned. He's got his little twink mustache.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I chat back and forth here and there.
Do you?
Yeah, dabble. We laugh about silly things.
About silly things.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you though. Do you think that, because I'm trying to think of a Brendan that's either skinny and or isn't a twink. That's also a small penis name.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think so? Like, that's a small penis name.
Yeah, average to below average.
Average to below average, right?
Sorry, I can't stop staring at the Chaz Bono picture. You got to take it off.
I guess I do got to take it off.
You got to pop that puppy off.
It's you know what it is? It's just so stunning. Because I want to pull up a chastity picture here. Hold on, let me just. Is this chastity or is this Jennifer Aniston?
Why is Chaz next to Jennifer Aniston? Oh, they went to school.
They went to school together. Okay,
all
right.
Wow.
We're just trying to. Oh, here we go. I mean, I gotta tell you, I got it. I'm calling it like I see it.
Yeah,
I'm calling it like I see it.
I think Chaz made the right call.
I think Chaz is better.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Chaz is better. As a matter of fact,
hard to fight that.
We have some news about Chaz Bono. I didn't even know that. Actor Chaz Bono playing a Trump supporter.
An American Horror Story.
So Chaz Bono's really elevated his career.
Wow. I got to tell you.
And you know what? He is. He's svelte and he looks hung.
Good for you, Chaz.
You know what, Chaz? I got to tell you, I was worried. Your mom is Cher.
Right.
Your dad's Sonny Bono. By the way, if your name is Sonny, how do you feel? I mean, you're kind of like a fucking space cadet.
You do. You're either, you either did what he did or you do show tunes at, an off Las Vegas bar.
Right,
like off the strip,
Karen. And then I'm going to surprise you with something with this name. Karen. How do you feel about a Karen? A skinny name, a fat name?
First off, I would have hated to have the name.
Me too.
A couple of years ago.
Me too.
I probably would have changed it.
Mm-hmm.
Karen,
Oh, you're wrong, Chris.
Look, Karens can vary. They can vary, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoopi. Her real name is Karen.
Yeah,
and she is a big fat Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah, she really goes up and down there. Like, they got to check her catering in her dressing
She's
room.
like a yo-yo, isn't she?
It's unbelievable. It's like, and that she's just friggin' demanding, anything parmed.
Yeah.
So she doesn't care what you give her. It's just got to be parmed. So it could be
a Laffy Taffy as long as it was parmed.
As long as it was parmed.
It could be some ass. As long as you parm that ass.
Parm the ass and Whoopi's in. She wants the cheese, the sauce, the gravy. She wants it all. She
wants little meat church too. Yeah. This is a good one. Chris comes in. And Chris, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for checking in. Make sure you're liking and sharing this. Al Bundy. Al Roker.
Yeah. And
Al Roker doesn't look good, not fat. We've often talked about this.
Yeah, the skinny Al Roker just isn't the same.
He doesn't have the same charm.
No. And that happens with some people.
Yeah.
Who was the one kid from all the the movies, and then he lost all the weight. The young kid,
the Drake and Josh kid.
No, his career was over
when he became fat. Yeah, are you talking about Danny Tamborelli?
No, not Tamborelli.
Not Tamborelli.
His name's escaping me at the moment, but like the Drake and Josh kid.
Right.
It was over as soon as he lost the weight. And then I remember watching an interview with him, and he gets like no residuals from the show whatsoever. They don't get anything because he was a kid when they did the deal. So he decided to lose weight, and his whole career's over. Jonah Hill, that's it.
Jonah Hill
lost the funny.
Okay, let me tell you something though. There are if you are known as a fat and then you become skinny, can you maintain? Like, for example, I'm trying to think of like a great fat. And I'll say this, he's a local guy, Philly Seymour. He was always chunky.
Yeah.
Good guy, great actor, but I think had Philly Seymour lost weight, become svelte, I don't know if people would have taken him seriously.
No, there's just something a little silly about the chunk. And then, like
the tits.
Like Jonah Hill just went bizarro and just lost all the humor. The funny was over.
Well, Courtney, he did lose his funny. I mean, Skinny Newman got shamed back into eating. Newman. Oh, on Seinfeld?
From Seinfeld?
Was Newman ever Wayne Knight?
Wayne
Was he
Knight?
ever skinny?
I don't remember.
Hold on. There's no fucking way. Skinny Wayne Knight. Hold on. Skinny. Because again, that would be like Norm from Cheers.
Right.
Skinny Wayne Knight. Because that's it. Hold on. Let me see what we got here. Oh.
He did.
He did. And he looks like shit.
Yeah. Right.
I hate him. I don't like this guy. You're right. Wayne Knight loses a ton of weight, destroying the one endearing thing that he has. That's what made him funny.
Yeah, just a little,
I'm pulling up the article here.
Silly fat guy.
So here, he looks also. I was overweight for so long, it became part of who I was. My weight was like a room of flesh I had myself in. He looks like shit.
He looks like he works at the customer service at Target.
He looks like he's gonna.
Right.
He looks like he's gonna do a hump and dump behind the fucking restrooms.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because he was the guy in Jurassic Park, wasn't he?
Yes.
I don't think he would have been half as effective. He just did a movie on Netflix. Is he skinny? Wayne Knight in Space Jam was classic. I agree.
Right. You needed him there. Right.
You needed him. He was digging divots.
Right. Right.
He was digging divots. He just did a movie on Netflix. You know what? Now, I hate to do this. I'm going to go down a Wayne Knight rabbit hole for just 2 seconds.
Well, first off, didn't he, after Seinfeld, attempt to get his own show?
Spinoff?
Yeah, there was a Wayne Knight spinoff.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God there was a Wayne Knight spinoff.
All right, I'll tell you what. Listen, we appreciate everyone watching. This is our final show of the week. We got to go down a Wayne Knight hole right now. We started off with fat names, men and women, and then we kind of started getting into TV characters because it's kind of on this whole Guess the Lips. No one's got it yet. PCHO bringing you the show, as well as our friends at Upstate Pro Wrestling. So just a word from our sponsor, and then I want to go down. I want to get in Wayne Knight's hole.
All right.
I want to look in his hole.
That's a deep dive, but we'll take a look.
I want to see. All right.
Fans, this is Nick, co-founder of PCHO. PCHO provides outreach, housing first, and care management services to the greater Rochester area. We are excited to partner with Rizzo and Jeff to help spread the word about what we do. From intensive outreach to providing our homeless with access to life-changing services, we are a nonprofit organization that is committed to helping Rochester, and we are supported by small donations from people like you. Go to Rizzo and Jeff Facebook page for a link or head over to our website at pcho.org. Now enjoy the Rizzo and Jeff show, brought to you by PCHO, online at pcho.org.
All right, so for those of you dipping in and out, it's the Rizzo and Jeff show. It's our last show of the week here. We do Monday through Thursday. Jumped on the Frasier Cheers spinoff. So here's the thing. Don't go down the Wayne Knight hole. You'll never get out.
Well, listen. I want to say that the show was like called Wayne or something. Like, am I
so
wrong
full
here?
of shit here.
Hold
on, Wayne Knight TV show. Is this what you want to do?
Yeah.
Wayne Knight TV show called Wayne.
Hold
on. So we have Seinfeld, obviously.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Was it Assaulted Nuts? The show Assaulted Nuts.
I don't think.
Let's see what I think Wayne Knight was in a show called Assaulted Nuts. Yeah, with Cleo Rokos and Daniel Peacock. It was a sketch comedy series broadcast in 1984, constructed as a self-paced succession of silly anecdotes. Let's see. Assaulted Nuts. No, it can't be that. The Wayne Knight Show? Hold on.
I'm trying to think of it.
If you're wondering what we're doing.
Totally wrong.
If you're wondering what we're doing, we're trying to go down a Wayne Knight. Skinny Wayne Knight looks like, you know what? You're right. Skinny Wayne Knight looks like skinny Tom Arnold. The worst. Hate it. Tom Arnold was great when he was fat. I'm sorry. Keep doing the drugs, Tom. Stay fat.
Well,
Roseanne.
The drugs keep him fat? I don't know. Maybe it was the X's. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
Well, I mean, hold on. Wayne Elliott Knight is it would no. Wayne Elliott Knight is an American. So is Officer Dan Orville. Okay, so Newman. So maybe until the show's finale, he's Jerry's arch nemesis. TV Guide ranked him as okay. So it looks like that he had pitched and they had filmed a pilot of the show called Newman. and it was called Rickshaw, was the I guess name of Newman, and it was based around his time at the United Postal Service.
Well, that's awful.
Okay, so it started, and Larry David was on board. He auditioned at this time for Billy Thomas on the Cosby Show.
What?
And, he started, after the pilot was canceled, kind of just went Cosbyan.
Okay. That's a way to go. That was a way to go at that time, I guess. I don't know. What a weird, bizarre thing.
You know what, though? Wayne Knight's a perfect example of somebody I'm talking about. You know, you can't, you're fat. Your name's Wayne, you're fat.
Right. And some people just, you got to stay fat. And then wait till you're out of the spotlight. You're not doing things. Like somebody I saw, wrote Gabriel Iglesias, right?
Oh,
So
that's
Fluffy,
right.
He loses it, the weight. It's not there anymore. Half your thing is fat jokes.
Let me ask you, Ralphie May. Is Ralphie May if he's not 800 pounds?
Listen. Sometimes there's too fat.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, he died.
All right. So, I wonder what happened. Okay. So, yeah. Sometimes there's, nothing but cheese sandwiches fat.
Okay.
And he was just really, really large. But he was married too. So imagine, you're the wife. He comes back
was pounding it
after a show. You're in the hotel room, and then Ralphie just.
And you know what?
Lifts and you perform.
I was going to say, he'd have to lift. There'd have to be some kind of food. Although, I'll tell you what, Mikey's right. An all-Newman show wouldn't be half as bad as Joey. Or Man with a Plane. Joey was the fucking worst show ever.
Well, we realized, I think, with Joey, his actual personality was that of a saltine cracker.
Did anyone think he wasn't, though? Like, was Joey ever thought to be the star of Friends? Are you fucking crazy?
No, it was Ross and Rachel. But, like, during that time, though, you would, you have his personality. And then when you just do an interview with him or listen to him talk or that show Joey, it was a bomb job. And then they tried him again on another show. He was just as bad that time around because he has no personality.
Right. What was his real name? Joey. Joey was because Norm Peterson. I'm just trying. Hillary Norm, because his name was George Wendt. George Wendt can't be anything but fat. And you know what? He stayed fat.
Yeah,
he looks like shit now.
Right,
he's old. He's dying. But he's
droopy. He got droopy.
He got droopy
fat.
He did get
but
droopy.
It's fine.
Fat. It's okay
because he's still working on like Broadway.
Of course he is. He's singing Broadway.
Matt LeBlanc.
Thank you, Matt LeBlanc. I'd love to know his. Okay. Right. Because they had Joey, which ran for 2 seasons, which is 2 seasons more than they thought. They did Man with a Plan. 4 years of Joey.
Wow.
Starring Matt LeBlanc as Adam Burns. Let me see if we can find a preview of Man with a Plan. I
just remembered the show, the name of it briefly, but like.
So first off, there's a Facebook page.
Where you can purchase the DVD.
Where you can purchase the DVD of. This is a CBS show. Let's see. They don't have it. And by the way, show is amazing. Someone please pick it up. That was 2 years ago. Not a comment or a post in 2 years. Let's see if we can get I just need like a YouTube intro, the official trailer. All right, so hold on. What do we have here? This is Matt LeBlanc.
Give it a minute, see if you can.
He's taking on his most challenging role. Matt LeBlanc is taking on his most challenging role yet.
I'm going back to work. Yay! Daddy's in charge now.
Fatherhood.
That's right.
I love you, Daddy.
Oh, you guys, we're gonna have so much fun.
Can we get a puppy?
Sure. No.
I'm hungry and thirsty.
Me too.
I don't have anything.
What? I've literally never been thirstier.
Mommy had snacks and ice cold waters every day.
Hey, easy. It's me, Daddy Fun Times. Here, have a Listerine strip.
All right, so hold on. Daddy Fun Times? This is what we're getting?
So the gig with him is that is he a stay-at-home dad? Is that what it is?
Well, you know what? I think we're about to find out that he might be in over his head.
Okay.
So let's see. Matt LeBlanc, Man with a Plan.
The door. That's right. They're not the same kids I used to see when I got home at night. Those kids smelled good and were delightful. I'm Daddy Fun Times. I'm like Johnny.
Okay, time out. This is now the third time that Matt LeBlanc has said Daddy Fun Times. What is this Daddy Fun Times thing?
Meaning that, he didn't have the responsibilities during the day because he was working all the time. So when he came home, he did the fun stuff. He goofed around. He was a real goofosaurus.
So a contractor who is successful learns that parenting his 3 young children may be the most difficult job. You know what? I got to be honest. I think I'd rather be on Joey. Let me do a Joey preview here. Joey.
I don't even remember what Joey was about.
It's been a while because this really rolled off of the Friends fame. But hold on. Oh, you know what? I love it already. Hold on. Let me just see what we got here. Apparently, this is from If You Loved Friends, You're Gonna Love Joey. That's what they said. All right, so.
NBC Thursdays this fall, Joey's back, and he's bound for Hollywood, where his sister's waiting with open arms.
You look different.
Oh, I forgot. You haven't seen him. Huh?
Now, before we go any further, this is the hot chick from The Sopranos.
That's correct. Yeah, it's Christopher's girlfriend.
Christopher, Andrea,
Yeah.
whatever her name is. Okay, so Christopher's girl. All right, so... All right.
You think they're new? I went up 3 cup sizes. The doctor was reluctant.
There are new sights to be seen.
Think I like LA.
I thought you and Chandler should have moved out a long time ago. It's a very vibrant gay scene.
Chandler and I are not a gay couple. Hi.
Family bonding to be had.
Don't I look incredible for the mother of an adult son? It's a good thing about having a kid so young.
You rarely hear the argument 14 pregnancy.
Okay, see, now this...
So they're playing it off of Friends.
Okay, so
when
this
they say
is...
Chandler
okay.
and stuff, so they're totally playing it off of Friends.
That's right, Dre DiMatteo, thank you.
So, but you got to understand that, I don't know if you remember, but Friends was done at that time. Like, it was over. It was
nothing, time to...
There was nothing left, yeah.
Is Drea DiMatteo on OnlyFans? Are you serious? There's no way that she's on OnlyFans. Hold on.
Wow.
This I need to see.
Good for you, Mike.
This good for you for knowing. You know what? If we ever have enough money, I will hire you as our producer because
There she is.
There she is. Hold the hell on.
Wow.
How much does this cost? Now this is the come hang out and get to know the Italian stallion from The Sopranos. She's got 10% off for 31 days.
All right, that's pretty good.
$13.50.
That's good for a month.
$108 a year.
But only 39
posts.
That's it. Not enough.
This is not enough, and I don't know. See, here's the thing. Let's see. Is there any nudity here? Okay, so let's see. Gangsta Goddess. She's really I gotta say she sells wine now. She's doing a lot of adult content, but again, she's really.
Does she show anything, Mike?
I don't
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm looking here now. It shows her breasts inside of a bathing suit, but you could see breasts in a bathing suit no matter what.
Anywhere. Right. I mean, just go out to Charlotte.
Right, go out.
Right.
And now here's the thing. And even that picture of her. So
I think we're getting a tease here. I don't think you're getting much. I think you get a buttocks. A
butt cheek.
Yeah.
You know who I think is dirty on? I'm gonna pull her right up here. I think she is a total dirty hoe.
Bad baby? Why?
On OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
Because I believe that she makes like $2 million a month. Hold on. Bad baby OnlyFans. Hold on. Because I'm just stunned at who's on. I mean, I guess anyone could be on OnlyFans.
Sure. Let's
see. Okay. See, now you could tell here that you're getting nudity.
You're
right?
gonna get quality material.
She's got 106 photos with 36 nude videos. It's $24 a month. She was seen 3 minutes ago. Here.
142 videos.
100? Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Damn, my nips are hard AF right now. Who's trying to get a peek?
You know where to find me.
All right. Next 50 people to unlock get a free nip pick.
Okay.
All right. So she updates at least once a week, if not more.
I wonder if she teases you into you get in. And then once you're in, you have to pay extra for whatever, like VIP stuff.
So let's see. She says, y'all keep asking for new stuff. So I got new content. I want y'all to know first, 50 who DMs get a peek of these tig old biddies. Make it before I change my mind, host. So what I think you get a...
Here's how that works.
A peek.
Once you get in to subscribe, so she suckers you in for the 23.
Yeah, $23.99.
Then once you get in for the $23.99, then once you're in, she's got your money. Then you have to make the purchase for the extremely exclusive stuff.
So she's got a friend here, $3 for 31 days. This is much more affordable. She's 90% off. This is a friend of Bad Babies. Now, how many subscribers does she have? Is this? It's streams, videos, 2.3 thousand photos. She's got. I mean, so she's really struggling right now. Okay. Your favorite spicy Latinas only. Now, see when you see these dirty words here.
Now scroll down. Now let me see how many videos. See now she's dialing up the video. So she's going for quantity. So she brings you in for a cheap price, and then you go, all right, I'm going to do it for $3.
For $3,
and then you get
but 12 months you get it's $180.
But then you get like exclusive stuff, I'm sure. So she suckers you in for the $3.
But see, she gives you the
right.
You see what I mean? Yeah. Like you got a full nude here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or this background. Okay, so Bad Baby, call me crazy. I mean, didn't they say she broke the internet and made a couple $1 million?
Yeah.
Like, so she
bought a house in like Florida.
1.7 million subscribers at $24 a month. You got your okay. So Bad Baby, who is I don't even know. I mean, she's not. I mean, she's cute, but she's not my type. But all right. So let me say
times $23.99.
Right. So at 1.72 million, 40 million. 783,000 a month. Now they take 10% away. So what's 10%? Times 0.10.
Right. 4 million.
Okay.
So she's about 35 million
a month. You know what, dude? I don't hate it. I don't hate her for it.
Good for her. All off of Dr. Phil.
But
she's making more a year than Dr. Phil.
She not only is she making more, like she's making more than Judge Judy. That's the Catch Me Outside girl. I'm telling you. So Stephen McHugh is a subscriber. She says she could be my baby mama and I could receive child support.
Well, she's got to pay taxes on that. Okay.
All right. So if you cut that in half, I don't give a shit.
Even cut that in half.
All right. So fine. 24 million a month.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably crush her pretty bad at the end of the year. But.
So let me get even if she gets only 30% of it, 15 million a month times 12. Okay, she is making $100 million a year.
Yeah, that's stunning.
Who would make more? And I'm going to tell you, I would be in at a certain price point for curiosity. Chaz Bono OnlyFans, Bad Baby OnlyFans. Where are you going? $25 a month.
Out of the curiosity, if you would double it up for me, if you would give me a Chaz and a Caitlyn Jenner, all for the curiosity factor.
Okay, but okay. Chaz and Caitlyn is $100 a month, or you get Went and you get
I don't need Went.
You wouldn't just be the littlest bit, just the tiniest bit.
Sure, but it's something that I could get over. I'd be fine. I don't need Went.
You have Went and Andre Drummond doing one together.
Andre Drummond is like 6'11". What are they doing together? Poor Went.
But think about it. Yeah. So you got George Went and Andre Drummond having an OnlyFans,
and they do what they... Andre Drummond.
Oh, okay. Okay. Went and Skinny Wayne Knight.
I don't like Skinny Wayne Knight.
So if it was Fat Wayne,
if it was Fat Wayne, then we'd be in a different conversation.
Okay. So how about this? Fat Wayne Knight Fat went. And who's the Lamar Odom, right? Or
Is he coked out?
he's brothel Odom.
Okay, so he's done
brothel
so much drugs that he almost died.
Right.
So
Or
he fulfilled the Kardashian, so
and
the big one.
He did. He infiltrated
Courtney.
he infiltrated the big one. Or are you going to go Chloe, that's right. Or are you going to go Chastity Bono, Bad Baby, and Caitlyn Jenner?
I think everybody is curious about Caitlyn Jenner. I think it would break the internet.
Where's the price point on that?
For Caitlyn?
For Caitlyn. Like, what do you think the average person would pay, even if it was a 1 month, one-time subscription?
Does Caitlyn need it? Caitlyn's got Wheaties money.
Right. It's not about the Wheaties money needing it or not.
Okay.
You see Caitlyn's undercarriage. You see Chaz's undercarriage.
I gotta go Jenner. I think that Caitlyn's been at this for a little longer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Chaz has been at this for a little longer.
Yeah.
I think it's finished and it's over.
I agree.
I'm curious as to if Caitlyn went all the way.
Did it.
Right? And I don't think that Caitlyn went all the way. Do you think Caitlyn went all the way?
Okay.
At that age, in your 60s, you're messing around with that stuff.
Okay.
Chaz did it young.
Can I be honest? And I'm going to tell you why. The odds. How old is Caitlyn Jenner? Because I have
in the 70s.
Right in the 70s. Right. You'd think. Give me 1 second. Caitlyn Jenner 73. Okay.
Right.
The odds that it works. Right. The odds that it works.
Okay, which
at 73?
The before it or after it?
If there was an after. The before it.
Okay.
And so you just lived 73 years as a man.
But always in good shape. An athlete, always took care of himself.
I mean, today was Brother Weeze's 36th anniversary.
Okay.
I think it was some happy anniversary to them. But that's what I'm saying. Like when you get to a certain age, it doesn't work. So my thing is with Caitlyn. I think she goes all the way, and people are saying, oh, I don't know. It's not working anyway when you're that age. So if it doesn't work when you're that age, I got to be honest with you, I think a snip's no problem.
Get rid of it and get penetrated?
Get rid of it and just feel.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, yes. She has a ton of children. Well, there's the Jenner girls,
and
there's
two
Brody,
boys.
right?
There's 2 boys.
And then 2 boys, so 4.
Right.
But this was also in her 30s and 40s.
Right.
I'm telling you, I think she went full. I think she cut it. I do. You don't think she has?
Has she ever mentioned it?
I read 3 mentions. First mention, Vanity Fair article, 2015. She said she has not.
Okay.
Because this is a new thing. She did get the breasts.
Uh-huh. Start there. Start up top.
Right. Diane Sawyer, 2018. I was very invested in this. I watched the interview. She told Diane, I'm not comfortable talking about it.
Okay. So it means you didn't do it.
2021 podcast, Joe Rogan. They basically asked, did you chop it? Now remember, this was during when she was a big Trumper, so she's trying to get the Republican monkey off her, meaning, the political correctness. I'm not saying that I don't care what your political affiliation is, but for her, it wasn't a good look. So she said that, I believe her quote was, what needed to be done got done.
See, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. That kind of leaves, it open for interpretation, right?
Okay, so this is my question. Is there any doubt in your mind that Chaz has it all?
Oh, Chaz is gone.
It's gone.
Finished.
So,
it's filled.
It's filled.
Right.
Okay. You don't think the same for Caitlyn?
No, I think that at a certain age they would probably, I would guess they would advise against it in your 60s. I would think that in your 60s they'd probably say that's a pretty big surgery to undertake in your 60s. Yeah. It's just me. I don't know. I'm not out in L.A. Anything's possible. You pay somebody enough money.
Listen,
They'll chop anything off.
They're doing butt injections with filler. All right, so before I move on to our last thing, I do want to shout out not only our friends PCHO, Person-Centered Housing Options. We'll get to Daddy Jeff's football picks. I thought he was going to send them on in there. But our friends at Upstate Pro Wrestling, they have Brawl at the Mall 5 tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
50-50 for our friends at PCHO.
Yeah, look, we're trying to do anything we can for our friends at PCHO. We know that we're getting to that time of year where it's going to start to get chilly out. It already is.
Yep.
And we want to do anything we can to help the homeless in town. And PCHO does the best job in town at that. And, it's such an honor to team up with them.
Absolutely. So here's Nick from PCHO, and then our good friend INF, and then we're going to close this puppy out here. I got some special sounds.
Hey, Rizzo and Jeff fans, this is Nick, co-founder of PCHO. Do you want to give back? Do you want to change people's lives? Do you want to make it possible for a homeless person in your community to have housing? Go to PCHO.org, check us out, join our cause, donate, and help out the homeless in your community. Now enjoy the Rizzo and Jeff show, brought to you by PCHO, online at PCHO.org.
And of course, before we get to Daddy Jeff's picks, he must be fucked today. I saw a couple of them.
He's got to be on something good today with his picks. Unless he's just shooting at the wind here. I don't know what he's
Is he shooting a shot?
I don't know. He said in a video he was at a clock. I don't know what's going on.
All right, so here's the situation. Brawl at the Mall. Make sure you go. Seats are almost sold out, but listen, if you do nothing else, it's fun, it's local, it supports local athletes, local wrestlers, and you're helping out the homeless, buying a 50-50, only a few seats left. Last time, yours truly, both of us showed up, it was standing room only.
Yeah.
We hold a little sway in this community.
Look, it's an awesome setup that they're going to have there, up close and personal with wrestling, which is really, really cool. Malls are always a fun environment. That's where they did the first ever WCW Nitro.
Where, at the mall?
In Minneapolis, the Mall of America. Where they launched the first ever Nitro for WCW was at the Mall of America.
Now, I know that this is actually kind of new. So this is our first week. We're trying this out, and I get it. For example, Monday, Wednesday, we had like 4,000 people watch our stuff. People watch this and download this afterwards, but as they get used to it, we're going to be doing our show Monday through Thursday, and then we are going to take a long weekend. I want to give our friend INF one more shout out here before we get to the ringity ding.
For over 20 years, the revolutionary force of sports entertainment in Rochester, Upstate Pro Wrestling presents Brawl at the Mall 5. Friday the 13th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time at Greensbridge Mall Center Court. $20 limited tickets for seats on sale. Witness 100% grade A hand-to-hand and feet-to-body combat of some of the great and up-and-coming wrestlers in the upstate area. Be there or be a shape with 490-degree angles and all equal sides. I should have said square. Get your tickets and more at upstateprowrestling.com or try your luck getting tickets when you get there. Friday, October 13th, 5 p.m. Greensbridge Mall, Center Court, Upstate Pro Wrestling. We are upstate. UpstateProWrestling.com.
Make sure you check it out. That's going to be really cool. I will say this. We didn't even get to, and I guess that's something we could save because I kind of want to go in depth on this because people are having trouble with Guess the Lips. We haven't had a winner yet this week. I might have to take them down. One of the guesses was it somebody from Sabado Gigante? Now, I wasn't very familiar.
What a guess to make.
Well, at least they're thinking.
Right. That's good.
Yeah. At least you're thinking. So I want to save Sabado. I loved Sabado. Last thing I want to say is I have some audio here, and I'll let you choose. We have something silly to end with. But Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, they've been like not together since 2016 because I guess when she was banging that dude, it was really over.
Yeah.
What's the big... Why did he slap Chris Rock then?
Well,
what's going on
Didn't she say that she thought... She pulled herself out of this, by the way. That she thought it was a skit. I think she had said something of that nature. Where she thought it was like a whole skit going down. There was a story where Chris Rock had known that they had separated, and I guess he called her and tried to ask her out on a date many years ago. I don't know if all that factored into it. But it was real bizarre.
What is this, 2023, right?
There's been a lot of rumors about them.
But dude, they've been separated for 9 years.
Yeah, rumors about him too.
So it's Chris Rock shot his shot at Jada.
Yeah.
So that's why he got all pissed off. Well, then, so this is what she says.
I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? In regards to how do we present that to people, And we hadn't figured that out.
What the fuck does that mean?
Hey,
You're
guys,
not partners.
We're divorced.
Right, we're divorced.
What are you trying to present? Well, I don't get it.
You're still, but she's saying there's still an item, there's still a couple. What does that mean? They haven't been together since 2016.
Look, you know why? Because she never got over Tupac.
Know what?
Tupac was like the love of her life.
Yeah.
And it just, nothing ever compared to him for some reason, Ted. And I guess Will wasn't it.
Will, I've heard rumors about Willard. And some co-stars.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a beard thing with Willard, and that's okay. But what's not okay is that maybe Tupac just had that good.
It's the bad boy, type of deal. The thug life.
Will must be hung. I got to tell you, I don't think he is.
I think that's the problem.
I think that's the problem.
I think that's part of the issue, and I think that's why nothing just worked out.
I think he's hung like a TikTok.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I think that he is. So, I think it's weird. I'd like this new format. Gives us a long weekend to kind of relax. I'm hoping that, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be able to announce some stuff here. I feel something coming. I don't know when, but I feel it. We have a call tomorrow. I feel something's coming.
Yeah. Look, we talked about it with something positive on the way, and hopefully it all plays out. We just got to be patient. That's the hardest thing.
So, and I appreciate we had a ton of people download our podcast, all week. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank our friends at Upstate Pro Wrestling as well as PCHO. So I'm going to leave it to you. I have some great stuff. It's up to you. I have a song parody about a Missouri man and rowing inside of a pumpkin.
Okay. Well, looks like we're the only two people in there. So,
well, I just wanted to end it. And let me tell you something. I think I figured it out. Let me know too when you rewatch this if you get a notification and when. Right. Because I think it's fucking Lou.
I don't think it's Lou. It's just time and place with everything.
All right, here's the ditty. This is for Jeff. We got to end it. A Missouri man has a world record. He hollowed out a 1,200-pound pumpkin and turned it into a boat. He rad down the Missouri River. His name is Steve Cooney. His pumpkin, Huckleberry, for 11 hours.
It was too big for us to eat it. It never was intended for Halloween. Too much for a pie or a jack-o'-lantern light, but just about right to float the misery. Big pumpkin, keep on floating. It's crazy, but now I'm boating. Rowing in a pumpkin.
Yeah, and don't unlike our page, because probably in about 6 more months we'll be back here doing this again if we keep playing things like that on the radio. Nobody's going to take us
back
serious.
Unemployed?
We're just going to be back right where we're at again, yeah. So be ready for that.
All right, well, I guess have a great weekend. Try to guess the lips, guys. We have McDonald's gift cards. We have big stuff next week. We'll get into Salvador Domingo and all kinds of fun shit.
By the way, Daddy Jeff, by the way, before we go.
Oh, my God, of course.
So he's taken the Commanders Falcons. He likes the Falcons on the money line.
So wait, the Falcons, Commanders.
He likes the Falcons.
Okay.
Lions, Buccaneers.
Oh, let me go for Lions.
He likes Detroit in the over, which I can see, but they got a tough defense, so that could be tight.
People are comparing the Lions to the Niners and the Eagles.
They'll come back down.
I agree.
Well, speaking of that, He's got the Jets.
I know.
And the under. The Eagles are favored by 7. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got the under, so under 40. And then Giants Bills. He's going the New York Football Giants and the over. And Daniel Jones is injured. They're not even sure if he's going to play.
So just the last two. So we have the Philadelphia Eagles playing the New York Jets.
The awful Jets with our defensive line.
Okay.
Zach Wilson.
They
were already talking today that there's talk in the locker room that they might bench him. Okay.
Okay, so the best or second best football team, and him and Patrick Mahomes for the MVP, the second best quarterback in the league versus the Jets. He says we're going to lose, and he's going to take the points and the under, so we're scoring nothing against the Jets.
And the Giants, who are just god awful,
with no quarterback,
are going to lose to the Bills, and it's going to be a shootout over 44.5. Look, the Bills will roll the Giants. Okay. And I think it's in Buffalo, so it's in Buffalo.
The Giants at Buffalo, because we're going to be at the Meadowlands.
We'll be at the Meadowlands, which is a short trip for us.
It's 40 minutes.
Yeah, so it's an easy trip to get up there for the Eagles. So.
Well, Daddy Jeff,
And if you're right,
we're in a lot of fucking trouble.
Yeah.
If we lose, all right. Well, then you know what? We'll see you on Monday, right?
Yep, we'll be here.
And I think this might be our goodbye song.
Goodbye.
It was too big for us to
out,
eat
everybody.
it.
See you Monday.
Never was intended for Halloween. Too much for a pie or a jack-o'-lantern light, but just about right to float the